Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, madam. Weren't you here last time I was here? I thought I recognised you. I'm sorry, madam, I can't. But should you wish to include him on the contract of sale and you feel you're able to bid without him being here, you may do so and add his name at a later time. But hopefully, have you got a mobile phone? Okay. Well, I'm sorry, I can't hold the auction up. There are many people that have come here from all points, north, south, east and west, and it is an important auction, as you, I'm sure, realise. I'd like to help you out, but I can't at this time. Whilst we're on you, are there any other questions before I go on? I did get that line from someone else. All right, well, if we could start again. Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peter Batrouney, and on behalf of our company, Woodards, we'd like to welcome you to the auction here this afternoon. And it is indeed a pleasure to be offering this property for your bidding and competition. I would at the same time like to thank our owners for entrusting the sale of this very fine and in fact unique offering for your bidding and competition. The contracts as displayed have been prepared by the vendor solicitors, Freehill, Hollingdale and Page, and the usual substitution and guarantee clauses have been incorporated in both the general and special conditions. Now, title details referred to, and there are two titles, are volume number 2896 folio 64 and volume 2896 folio 65. There is a total area of 3.5 acres, which is made up in the first title of 2.5 and in the second title of 1.5. Now, the big bonus that I've got to give you here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, is that I've just completed some intense negotiations with the owner of the property on the very lower portion of the land, which of course gives access to this property. And they have agreed to give access to the lower title, to the acre title. So this importantly means that you can buy this total property today, the two titles, and have an immediate asset to sell and realise at any time you wish after, of course, settling. Now that's an important consideration for you to take into account here today. You do have the flexibility to be able to sell a portion of the land off and make sure that it doesn't interrupt the flow of the total package. Yes, sir. I have, sir, and I have a written agreement that they will allow access to that landlocked piece of land, the acre site, the second title that we sell. It's great news, isn't it? I can guarantee you that I have it in writing. In fact, my colleague will be happy to bring it over to you if you wish. Okay. Moving on again. I wonder if there are going to be any more. Now, there is a right-of-way easement up in the back corner, of course, and that's through the pipeline easement, and that gives you a very quick access to Grange Avenue for, of course, local village shops and bus transportation. So that's an excellent access point, so you don't have to go right around the whole roadway. Now, the chattels that will be remaining with the home today are all fixed floor coverings, curtains, blinds and electric light fittings, but we are specifically excluding the two chandeliers in both the living room and the dining room. They do have sentimental value, so I can't offer you those two chattels here today, the two light fittings. The terms that we sell under, and I'd ask you to again pay close attention to this, are 10% deposit and the balance in either 60, 90 or 120 days. Now, I have secured 120 days, so here's your opportunity to get in quick or take advantage of that long settlement if you've got something to sell and you can marry the two in at 120 days. All right, if we could just move on now to the vendor statement, or section 32 as we commonly call it. This sets out a number of rating and zoning certificates for your attention, and firstly the municipal outgoings are $1,500, water rates are $1,800, all of the services are connected, the zoning here is strictly and highly residential, the Road Construction Authority have no proposals to the site, the encumbrances are free, and building approvals, well, they're in order. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we are required to read out the bidding clause to you, or what we often term our rules of auction. And they state that subject to the reserve price, the highest bidder whose bid is accepted by the auctioneer shall be the purchaser. But the auctioneer may refuse any bid and no bid may be retracted. If any dispute arises respecting any bid, the auctioneer shall at his option either decide whose is the last bid or submit the property again at the last undisputed bid. The auctioneer may determine the maximum or minimum amount by which the bidding may be advanced, and the vendor reserves the right to firstly bid by himself or his agents, and secondly to withdraw the property at any time before it has been actually sold and without disclosing the reserve price. Whilst we're on the rules of auction, ladies and gentlemen, and it is my practice to make it quite clear to you, you must have your hand up at the last count to either have it knocked down to you or have that first and exclusive right at treating at the reserve if I have to pass the property in. Now, I know there's been a lot of interest in the property, so I'm going to ask you to please keep that in mind. You must have your hand up if you wish to buy it. Either it'll be knocked down to you or you'll have that first and exclusive right at treating at the reserve. All clear? Are there any other questions before I move on to the property and then the bidding? No other questions? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Bella Vista, Panorama Speciali. My love of Italy is calling me to romance you, to woo you, and of course, sell you this property. But today, you're going to have to wait for the English version. And what a version it is. 3.5 acres of elevated bush magic. Imagine, if you will, this beautiful park-like setting abounding in native fauna. Wombats, wallabies, possums, parakeets, and of course an array of bush birds. And the rare flora, set high near the base of Mount Nelson with panoramic views over the Derwent and right through to Droughty Point. The 3.5 acres are complete with permanent soft water springs leading into a creek which gently cascades over granite boulders and where the water still flowed even during the last drought. This magnificent 39 square home, in fact a residence, has been beautifully built, featuring fabulous local materials including sandstone and Tasmanian timbers. It offers a traditional, spacious and elegant floor plan with a $1 million view to the complete northeast view there over the Derwent River. And it is available in every room. The beautifully screened full-length terracotta terrace overlooks what can only be described as a breathtaking picture book. It's a setting that rolls over lawns, over garden, over grounds, and again onto the Derwent. And it's a house, I think, for all seasons. Swimming in the summer, you've got that beautiful 33 by 14 foot solar heated saltwater pool. And it's beautifully flagged by, again, that natural sandstone surround. Sailing, well, every weekend here the Derwent is just flooded with yachts, and they're of every colour and description. Bushwalking, well, you've got it all around you here in your own private boundary. And just picture having Christmas here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's a house for all generations. You can have the teenagers in the pool, you can have the youngsters in the playroom down below. The turkey can be cooking in the kitchen and wafting, the smell of that turkey wafting right through the whole house. The aroma would just be magnificent. The dining room set very formally and decorated beautifully. Drinks being served on the terrace. And of course, Granny just having her final rest before the lunchtime meal in one of the private bedrooms at the end of the passage. What more could you want? And it's all been inspired by English tradition. Simply put, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Mother Nature is the major developer. It's over to you, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to sell the property today. Make no mistake about it. My instructions are clear. When I reach the reserve, I will be selling the property. Again, you must have your hand up if you wish to buy it. What can we say to start? It's where we finish that counts. I don't mind where you start me. Come on, give me an opening bid. Bidding from the beginning. I'll pause for a moment to give you a chance to collect your thoughts. What can we say to start? Would a bid of $700,000 be a reasonable place to start? At $700,000 I have now, thank you madam, that's $700,000 and we'll roll it on in tens. That's $700,000 now, nice and easy one, everyone to count in tens. That's $700,000, I'm looking for 710. That's $700,000 and the bid is on the left here at $700,000. That's 700,000, and it's 10 now in the centre. That's 710 over here, madam. Against you now. Your chance to get back on top if you'd like to give me a $10,000 rise. That's 710 and the bid's here. That's 710, can I say 20 from you? That's 710 and the bid's here. 20 can I say? That's 20 now. That's 720 and it's against you now, sir. 720 here on the left. Against you in the centre. That's 720 and the bid's here. That's $720,000 now. That's 720, would you like to make it 30? That's 720 and the bid's here. 30 can I say? 30 now. That's 730, I'm now bid. And against you again, madam, at 730 in the centre here. That's 730, come on, back to the starter now. That's 730 and the bid's here at 730. That's 730, can I say 40? That's 730, then are you all finished? Hold on at 730, first call, second call, and 40 now. And 40, and just in time, madam. That's 740, I'm now bid. Make it 3/4 now at 750 if you like, sir. That's 740 and the bid's here. That's $740,000, I'm now bid. That's 740, then are you all finished? Hold on at $740,000. That's twice 50, can I say? At 50 now. That's 750. You're stretching me out. That's $750,000 now. That's 750. At a new bidder now, on the extreme left, that's 60. That's 60 and it's against you and you now. That's 760 here on the extreme left. Against you now, madam, and you, sir. That's $760,000 on our bid. That's $760,000 then. All finished. All done at 760. You must come in now if you wish to buy. That's $760,000. Can I say 70? That's 760. That's twice. Another bid. That's 770 on our bid. Back here. Against you now, sir, and you. That's 770 here. That's 770 then. You all fun, all finished, all done. That's 770. What was that, sir? No, I'm in tens if you don't mind at the moment, sir. Just keep that one in your pocket. We both might need it a bit later, eh? That's 770 the bid's here. Bid me 80 and I'll accept your bid. At 80 now. That's $780,000 on our bid. That's 780 and against you now, madam, and you. That's 780. I've just knocked him back, sir. I better not accept it from you. I must do the right thing by the bidder before. That's $780,000 now. That's 780, can I say 90 from you? That's 780 then, and 90 now. Back in it. That's 790. Round me off to 8 if you like. Or I'll take you 5 now. I don't mind. That's 795 now. And it's against you, and you, and you. That's $795,000. Come on, now's the time to bid at 8 now. At 8 even. At $800,000 on our bid. At $800,000, another 5 from you. Or you, or you. At $800,000, can I say 5? Come on, bid me up. At 805 now. At 805 and back to you, or you, or you. At 805 here. Can I say another 5, sir? At 810 now. At 810. At 810. Back to you now. 810 over here. I'll take you 2.5. At 810 now. At 812 and a half here. At 812 and a half. At 812 and a half. 15. 15 I'll accept. Come on, bid me 15. Might be his last bid. 15. At 812 and a half here. Bid me 15. No, I won't take 2. Come on. 500's worth it. At 812 and a half, bid me 15, I'll accept your bid. You must have your hand up to buy it, or have it passed into you. At 812 and a half now, all finished, 15 now. At 15, you won't regret it. At $815,000 now. At 815 and 2.5 again if you like. At 815 here, all finished, all done, $815,000. That's price. 1,000? 2.5? Good, an up bid. At 817 and a half now. At 817 and a half. Come on, don't lose it for 1,000. Surely. You've come here all this way. I know you've flown down from Launceston. Come on, bid me another 1,000. You sure? At 817 and a half here, on the right, against you now, at 817 and a half. You're all finished. All done at 817 and a half. We're going to sell. I've reached the reserve. I will be selling the property if I don't get a better bid than 817 and a half. Bid's here, against you now. Sure now. I'll call again 3 times, so you're sure and I'm sure. At 817 and a half, bid's here, all finished, all done at 817 and a half. That's price.
Mr. Oxley, you've taken too long. I retract my bid.
Do you?
I wanted to buy it, but you've taken too long.
All right, well then I'll put it back up for sale at $815,000. It was your bid. At $815,000. The bid is over here on the left at $815,000. My judgment is that we will put it back on the market now at $815,000. Can I confirm that bid firstly? At $815,000 now. I'm still in $2,500 rises. $817.5 is what I'm looking for. At $817.5 in the centre now. Was that a 2.5. At 817.5, and you won't regret it, madam, it's a piece of history. At 817.5 now. At 817.5 in the centre. And against you. At 817.5 then. All finished. All done at 817.5. Huts! Twice. Third and final call. Are you sure now? You're out? Absolutely. When the hammer comes down, it will be sold. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Congratulations to the bidder, commiserations to the underbidders, and the gentleman that got his nose out of joint. You gave it a good shot. We thank you for coming and your attention and attendance. From Woodards, we bid you a good afternoon.